All right, for the last year or so, it feels like every single headline about AI in the classroom is just, well, pure panic, right? But what if we're all missing the real story here? Today, we're going to push past all that fear and unpack the incredible, and I mean incredible, promise that AI actually holds for education.
Yep, this is the big one. This is the fear you hear everywhere. Students are just going to use ChatGPT to cheat. The idea is that they'll just have AI do all their homework, they won't learn a single thing, and poof, the whole education system just falls apart. And look, it's a totally understandable concern. But what if that's just the completely wrong way to think about it? What if all this fear is actually stopping us from seeing a much, much bigger possibility? What if AI isn't the thing that's going to end education, but is actually the key to unlocking its true potential? That's the idea we're diving into today. How we can turn this whole crisis into a huge opportunity.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this opportunity, we've got to go back in time. Way back to a groundbreaking study from 1984. Sal Khan, the founder of Khan Academy, points to this study as the moment the real potential of AI in education just snaps into focus. So, here's what the researcher, a guy named Benjamin Bloom, found. He discovered that students who get one-on-one tutoring do way better than students in a regular classroom, like shockingly better. But he called it a problem. Why a problem? Well, for a pretty simple reason. How on earth could we ever afford to give every single student their own personal tutor? It just seemed completely impossible to scale up.
And this chart really puts it into perspective. This is exactly what Bloom found. That jump, 2 standard deviations or 2 sigma, is massive. We're talking about taking an average student, someone right in the middle at the 50th percentile, and turning them into an exceptional one at the 98th percentile. That is an absolute game changer.
So that +2 sigma, that's the magic number. It's the leap from, just getting by to absolutely soaring. For decades, this was just a dream, a theoretical what if. But now, with AI, what Bloom called a problem, well, that's become the 2 sigma opportunity. And it's an opportunity for every single student out there.
So how do we actually do this? How do we make it happen? Simple. By using AI to create a personal tutor for every student and a teaching assistant for every teacher. Let's take a look at what this actually looks like. Okay, and this is maybe the most important thing to understand. This is not just a fancy answer key. These new tools aren't built to just spit out the answer and let kids cheat. No, they're built to be a real tutor, to actually guide them through the process of learning.
And here's a perfect example from Khanmigo. This is basically the Socratic method, but from an AI. When a student just asks for the answer, this is the kind of response they get. The AI won't give them the solution. Instead, it asks questions, it nudges them, and it helps the student figure it out for themselves. It's a coach, not a cheat sheet.
And what these tutors can do is just wow. It's incredibly versatile. It can spot exactly where you went wrong in a tough math problem. It can help you figure out why your code isn't working. It can even answer that age-old question, why do I even need to learn this? By, say, connecting cell biology to your dream of being a pro athlete. It can even act like a career coach or an academic advisor, which, as you know, is a huge need in a lot of schools.
But this is where it gets absolutely mind-blowing. So there was a student studying The Great Gatsby. And she didn't just ask the AI, what does the green light mean? No, she asked the AI to become Jay Gatsby. And then she had a full-on conversation with the character about his life, his hopes, his dreams. Think about that. This isn't just learning about literature anymore. This is literally bringing it to life.
And it's not just for STEM or literature. These AI tools can also be a creative partner. We're talking about helping with something as personal and imaginative as creative writing. And again, the goal isn't to replace a kid's imagination, not at all. It's to be a partner, a sidekick in building that imagination.
You've got platforms like LittleMindSparks that are already doing this. So a kid can literally just chat with an AI companion to brainstorm ideas for a story. Then the AI helps turn all those jumbled ideas into a cool, colorful mind map. And as the kid starts writing, the AI is right there, giving them instant positive feedback. It turns writing from this big, scary chore into a fun, creative game.
Okay, so we've seen how this can totally transform things for students. It's pretty amazing. But what about the other crucial person in the classroom? What about the teachers? Well, it turns out this same technology can be an incredibly powerful tool for them too. Just imagine giving every single teacher their own AI teaching assistant. An assistant to help with that mountain of paperwork and administrative stuff that so often leads to burnout.
I mean, teachers can spend up to half their day on this kind of stuff. An AI assistant can help create lesson plans, come up with new teaching ideas, generate progress reports for parents, and yeah, even help with grading. And what does that do? It frees them up to focus on the thing that really matters, actually connecting with their students one-on-one.
So look, the technology is already here. Its potential it's just undeniable. But here's the thing. This amazing future for education that we've been talking about, it's not guaranteed. It's not just going to happen on its own. It's a choice that we all have to make.
And Sal Khan lays out two very different paths forward. Path number one, we let fear take over. We hit the brakes, we slow everything down. The problem is, the bad actors out there, they're not going to slow down. And that leads to a really dystopian future where the good guys have worse AI than the bad guys. But then there's the other path. We lean in. We build the right safety rails, for sure, but we actively champion all the amazing, positive uses for this tech. We steer it towards solving huge problems, like that 2 Sigma opportunity.
And really, this is the ultimate vision, isn't it? It's kind of poetic. The best possible use for AI, artificial intelligence, is to enhance HI, human intelligence. The goal isn't to replace us, it's to augment us, to use this unbelievable tool to unlock our own potential in ways we're only just starting to dream about. So that's really the fundamental question, right? The one we all have to face. It's not if we're going to use this technology, it's how. Is AI going to be a tool that enhances our own human intelligence, or one that just replaces it? The answer to that is being written as we speak, by all of us. So, what future are we going to choose?